Come on, let's get happy. It's time for Lolli and Sweets.
Toy review with Lolli and Sweets, Little Bo-Peep. Hi, Lolli and Sweets.
Hi.
It is really awesome to see you guys today.
Yay.
Now, guys, today is such an awesome day because, as you can see, we have the cast of our Little Bo-Peep music episode here with us today.
Wow.
Guys, these are the toys from Toy Story 4. Guys, I know you and me and all the boys and girls out there are huge Toy Story fans, so I cannot wait to get to know all these toys so much better. Are you guys ready?
Yay.
Great, let's do this. Okay, now first up, I want to start off with Disney Pixar's Toy Story 4 Ultimate New Friends. That's these adorable little guys right here. Now for the music episode, we only used Bunny and Ducky. I just wanted to put all the different toys out here so that you can see all the super cool options that we have when we are buying Toy Story toys. All right, now these guys are just adorable. You get 10 in your pack. The one you do not get in your pack is Jessie over here. She comes in a different set, but you get everybody else in this 10 pack. You can definitely bring your own scenes to life with this awesome minifigure pack. You have the Duke-a-Boom, you have Dummy over here, you have Buzz, you have Gabby, Ducky, Bunny, Billy Goat and Gruff, you have Little Bo-Peep here, Woody, and you have Tiny. And then Jessie, like I said, comes in a different set. Now these guys are just super adorable. As you can see, they are not posable, but their heads do move from left to right, which I think, hey, at least you get that. The sheep don't do anything at all. But you know what's also adorable is that Woody here, his hat is removable. So you do get, you know, a couple of really cute accessories. You have options of whether to take the hat off or leave it on. I will also say that a couple of these do not stand so great on their own. Like Little Bo-Peep here, sometimes I need to put her next to the sheep because she does topple over, and so does Duke-a-Boom. See? They fall. So that's the only thing that's a little bit of a bummer on these, is that some of them don't stand up so great on their own. But it's a really great way to get Dummy and Gabby. Gabby does come in a bigger doll that talks, but it's hard to get her on a small toy scale like this. And you know, like I said, their heads move from left to right, which is perfect for Dummy when he's like, hey. You know, he turns his head and he's just like, hey. But you know, we know now that they're actually not the bad guys. They're actually really cool toys. So I just absolutely love this set because these are the perfect size to take on an adventure, whether you're at home or you're on the go. So yes, I absolutely love this set. Okay guys, now next up, I want to talk about this amazing duo over here. This is by Imaginext Playset figure pack. This is Toy Story Fisher-Price's Combat Carl and BoPeep. Now guys, you know, if we're shooting something for Toy Story, like a Toy Story fun video, we have to have Combat Carl. He is such an iconic figure in the movie. He is just so much fun. He's like, hey, hey, hey. And what's great is that this guy is posable. Even though he's tiny, he's posable. His wrists move, as you can see, his legs move, and his head moves. So when he's in action, doing his flips and his turns and his hi-ya, you know, you can definitely pose him. So that is just awesome. You also get Bo-Peep in the set. She comes with a removable staff, which is awesome, you know, because sometimes she's just hanging out. She's not hurting her sheep. She's just hanging out. So you can remove that staff. Her head also moves from left to right. Her wrists move, you know, and she sits and stands just like Combat Carl. Like I said, this is a must-have. Combat Carl is a little hard to find as he doesn't really come in a lot of the Toy Story sets. So I was really, really happy that I was able to find him. So yes, I absolutely love this set.
Yay!
Okay, now next up, I want to talk about our new collection from the Toy Story 4 toys. These guys right here, these are our larger scale toys. These are part of the Pixar Toy Box action figure collection. Now these guys are awesome because they are highly posable. As you can see, Bullseye right here, he moves even at like the knees. I mean, I will say they're a little harder to pose, but he is posable. As you see, the feet go all around, even his right here, as you can see, his neck moves up and down. He can make him say yes, you can make him say no. You know, even his tail moves a little bit. So you can really make him come to life, especially when we are using him like for stop motion or fun videos. You can definitely make these characters come to life. Now guys, I was super excited about this Jessie doll. And the reason why is usually, you know, Jessie does come with a removable hat, as you can see, which is great because you have accessories. But she also came with this super cool lasso, which made it so much fun to play with her and have her interact with all the other toys. You know, I mean, look at that. This is just so cool. This is such Jessie's signature and staple. You have to have her with her lasso. So I was extremely excited to have her with the lasso. She's like, yeah! She's ready to wrangle up some bad guys or help Bo find her sheep. There's so much that you can do with this lasso. This is awesome. So in her set, she came with the lasso and her hat. I will say Bullseye came with our little Martian guy, right? And Buzz here came with his really cool pack here, his super cool jet pack. Woody came with Forky, so that's awesome. You get a 2-for-1 here. And BoPeep comes with her staff as well, which is also removable. I also want to say, you know what I love about these characters is that they move also at the wrist, where you can make them go forward and back, which, you know, when you're making them come to life in your stop motion videos or when you're playing with them, it just makes them feel that much more realistic. You know, they are highly posable. Look, see, her knees move, her feet move. See, they have joints everywhere, as you can see. So these guys are all just super cool. Her head moves, even her waist moves, and her legs. So I highly, highly recommend getting these really new cool toys that just came out for the Toy Story 4 series. I absolutely love these guys.
We love it!
Okay, Lolli and Sweets and boys and girls, the next set I am so excited about. Here we have Toy Story's Disney Pixar Pet Patrol playset. This playset is just amazing. We have Giggle McDimples here. She was one of our stars of our Toy Story 4 movie, which I absolutely loved her in. She is just the coolest. This playset is just amazing. Our little McDimples, she is tiny, but she is such a mighty law enforcement officer. And what's amazing is because she's such a mighty law enforcement officer, you get this playset in a badge shape. So this is a 2-for-1. You can use the badge to go on missions and be like, hi, I am Giggle McDimples and I am here to find out what is going on. You can be your own law enforcement officer. So I really love that. And then we open it right up, you know, and what's great is you put her even in her little chair over here, and she is really secured in there. So when you're opening and closing your badge, she is still inside. So that's really great. So this is great. You have your headquarters on the top. She's looking at her charts and she's seeing what's going on in the city. Then she goes right down the steps. Here, let me turn her around. She goes right down her little steps into her little kitchen, you know, when she gets home from a long day at work. And she's making herself breakfast or dinner or whatever it is that she's doing in her house. She also has a great view of the city. Then she goes right down the steps into her patrol car. So as you can see, she's fastened in there and she is not going anywhere. This patrol car spins round and round, as you can see. This is just such a cool playset. It was so perfect, and I was just so excited when we found this. And then she opens up her little door and she is ready to go to work and fight crime and solve problems. This is just the coolest set. Lolli and Sweets, I know how much you guys love Giggles, Officer Giggles, so this was one of the coolest finds that we had for our Little Bo-Peep music episode.
Yay!
Okay guys, now I want to talk about a few of our other toys. These are not part of the newer series. These guys right here are from our older series of toys. I actually only had 2 of the Martians, so I was really excited when in this set it came with 1 extra little Martian guy. You see, they're a little bit different. They still have sand inside from our episode, but he's a little smaller. He's got a different look on his face. His eyes are bigger, but you know what? They are still super cool. Their hands are both posable. These guys' hands are posable as well. So this is really cool. As you can see the difference between the older series toys and the newer ones. These are still great though. I mean, what I love about them is that they stand really well. This guy is a little unsecure and sometimes does topple over. We also had Rex here from our older series of toys. As you can see, this is part of our adventure pack. And his tail moves, which is awesome. His feet move. Even his little hands move slightly a little over here. You can make the arms move a little, just a little bit up and down, and his neck moves. So you know what? I absolutely love, even some of the older series of toys are still super awesome and super great. And you know, you can always incorporate it with the new toys. See, his head also moves from left to right. His little legs don't move, but his head does move from left to right, and neither does his mouth. But like I said, it's really great when you can incorporate some of the older toys with the newer toys, because actually he did not come in the newer sets. So, you know, that's why it's always great to keep some of your older toys, because you never know. Now, I do want to talk about Billy Goat and Gruff. Now these guys are super hard to come by these days, especially with the new sets. You can get them in a plush, they're much bigger, and you know, they don't stand so great. And you can sometimes get them in the old set when she comes with her little lamp. So they are extremely hard to find. I did find this. This was actually part of a straw. It came with a little chain and a long straw that looked like a staff that you can drink water, juice, or soda with. And all I did was just remove it. It kind of came like a little keychain. That's exactly what he was. He was a keychain, which I just removed the top of it. But what I loved about him is that he has the iconic slinky belly. Some of the new ones, they're all kind of put together, but I will say the reason why I could probably understand is because he is hard to stand. If you look in our video, he had, I had put an extra piece over here to keep him from toppling over. You see, he falls down a lot. So it's hard to kind of keep him up. So that's why I added an extra piece, like a weight, to keep him up. But the cool part is you can close him right up, and now you can take him on the go, and you're not worried that his little slinky part's gonna get all ruined. So these were all like little extra sets that I found to use for our music episode that, you know what, you can recycle and use. They were keychains or straws, and now they became action figures. So that was really awesome. Now lastly, I want to mention some of the extra toys that we used on our set. As always, I love using Tonka or Hot Wheels for a lot of our videos. The Tonkas are cool because they make a lot of really cool sounds. So as you can see, they can always make your set come to life if you just need a little extra something. I could not find a camouflage truck, so I got this Hot Wheels and I just decorated it myself. You can always do that when you are creating your happy place or creating your sets. You can always take something and make it your own because, I needed a camouflage truck to hide Combat Carl when he's waiting to pop up and be like, hey. So that's why I camouflaged it. So this is just something to show you that you can always make something your own if you cannot find it. Lastly, I want to also show the difference between our older characters. Now, I love the old Woody and the old Bullseye. And I always keep them because you never know what you're gonna need for your set. I wanted to use the newer ones for the new episode. I use this guy over here for our bingo music video, which you can totally check that out. Will be coming out soon. So I just wanna show you the new toys compared to the older toys. They have quite a few differences. Oops, pick it right up. But see, as you can see, Bullseye, his neck does move left and right, but it doesn't move up and down like his does. So he doesn't move at the base over here. But I feel like his knees are more articulated than the newer versions. So there's always, and his tail also moves, so you can have him wagging his tail. So I just wanted to show you that the new toys compared to the older toys, they all have their positives and negatives, and it's always great to have options. So I really do love having the new sets and the older sets. Okay, and lastly, were smaller toys in our chute, but still just want to mention it. What's great is that if you have sand toys, you can always just use them for some of your sets or whatever it is that you're creating. You can use things like as silly as a sand toy that you take to the park to make something come to life and make it really cool. And you can get these anywhere. All right, Lolli and Sweets, that was just so much fun. It was so awesome hanging out with everyone here today, especially all the awesome toys that made our Little Bo-Peep music episode so special. We will make sure to leave a link below to the music episode if you have not seen it so you can check it out. If you like this video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so you can get an update to all the awesome videos that we are putting up every week. All right, Lolli and Sweets and boys and girls, I cannot wait to see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.